I sit at my kitchen table, glasses slipping down my nose as I stare at the spreadsheet on my laptop. My Chicago apartment feels like a fortress of half-packed boxes and scattered books, a temporary escape from the weight I carry. I'm 32, a senior accountant with a decent salary, but a third of it goes to my parents every month. It keeps their house out of foreclosure and lets my sister, Emily, chase her wild dreams. I've always been the one to hold our family together, and I'm used to it. Or at least, I thought I was. Growing up, I was the responsible one. Emily, 6 years younger, was the star, vibrant, artistic, always stealing the spotlight. I'd help Mom balance the checkbook while Emily painted in the next room, her laughter echoing through the house. Mom and Dad framed her messy sketches like they were museum pieces, but my straight-A report cards got a quick, "Good job, Sarah," and nothing more. I didn't complain. I loved them, and if my sacrifices meant they could smile, I'd keep giving. Now, though, I'm starting to want more. I'm engaged to Michael, a teacher with warm eyes and a laugh that makes me feel seen. Our wedding's 3 months away, a small ceremony we're planning with love. For the first time, I'm building something for me, a life where I matter. But as I close my laptop, my phone buzzes. Mom's name lights up the screen, and my stomach knots. I answer, already knowing what's coming. "Sarah, we're in trouble," she says, her voice heavy with that familiar plea. "Emily's art studio, it's failing. We need you." I grip the phone, my dreams feeling like they're slipping through my fingers. I hang up the phone, my mother's words still ringing in my ears. Emily's art studio, her grand dream of galleries and fame, is crumbling, and somehow, I'm supposed to fix it. I sit on my couch, the Chicago skyline barely visible through the dusk outside my window. My fingers trace the edge of a moving box labeled "wedding stuff," a reminder of the life I'm trying to build with Michael. But Mom's voice, calm yet insistent, keeps pulling me back. "You've always been our rock, Sarah. Emily just needs a little help." I think about the years I've propped them up. There was the time Emily dropped out of college to find herself, and I paid off her student loans. Or when Dad's car broke down, and I covered the new one because they couldn't. Each time, I told myself it was temporary, that they'd see me beyond the checks I wrote. But now, with my wedding savings sitting in the bank, I feel a knot of dread. They're asking me to pour that money, my future, into Emily's latest failure. I call Michael, needing his steady voice. They want me to bail out Emily's studio. I tell him, my voice shaking. "It's thousands, Michael. Everything we've saved." He's quiet for a moment, then says, "Sarah, you've given them so much. What about us?" His words hit hard. I've always put them first, but this time, it feels different. I want to say no, to protect what we're building, but guilt gnaws at me. What if the studio fails and Emily spirals? What if Mom and Dad never forgive me? I'm still reeling from Mom's call when my phone buzzes again the next morning. It's her, asking me to come to their house. Against my better judgment, I drive the 40 minutes to the suburbs, my hands tight on the steering wheel. The familiar brick house looks smaller than I remember, weighed down by years of my sacrifices. Inside, Mom's waiting in the living room, her face a mask of disappointment. Emily's nowhere in sight, probably off painting or dreaming, leaving me to face the fallout. "Sarah, we've been talking." Mom starts, her voice sharp. "You need to step up. Emily's studio could be something big, but it needs money now." I swallow hard, my heart pounding. "Mom, I've given you so much already. My wedding's in 3 months. I can't drain my savings for this." Her eyes narrow, and I feel like I'm 10 again, scolded for not being enough. "This is about family," she snaps. "You'd let us lose everything for your little day?" I try to stay calm. "It's not just a day, Mom. It's my life. Emily needs to figure this out herself." The air shifts, heavy with her anger. Before I can blink, she steps forward and slaps me, the sting sharp against my cheek. "How dare you," she hisses. "After all we've done, you turn your back on us?" I stumble back, my hand on my face, shock drowning out the pain. This isn't just about money. It's about control, about me daring to want something for myself. I'm done being your fix, I whisper, my voice trembling but firm. I love you, but I can't keep losing myself. Mom's face twists, but I turn and walk out, the door clicking shut behind me. I drive back to my apartment, my cheeks still stinging from Mom's slap. The Chicago streets blur past, but inside, I'm replaying her words. You turn your back on us. I've spent years trying to be the daughter they needed, the one who never faltered. But now, as I park and climb the stairs to my place, I feel something new, a crack in the armor I've worn so long. I sink onto the couch, staring at the boxes marked for my new life with Michael. I'm not sure how to move forward, but I know I can't go back. The door opens, and Michael walks in, his smile fading when he sees my face. Sarah, what happened? He asks, dropping his bag. I try to hold it together, but my voice breaks as I tell him everything. Mom's demand, the argument, the slap. His eyes darken, and he kneels in front of me, gently touching my cheek. You didn't deserve that, he says, his voice steady. You've given them everything, Sarah. They don't get to take your future too. His words wrap around me like a shield, and I lean into him, tears spilling over. We sit there for a while, his arms around me, and I realize how rare this feels, to be seen, not for what I can give, but for who I am. I want to marry you, I whisper. I want our life. He smiles, brushing a tear from my face. Then let's make it happen. Just us. We spend the evenings sorting through wedding plans, flowers, music, vows, and it feels like reclaiming a piece of myself. I wake up the next morning feeling lighter, like I've shed a layer of the weight I've carried for years. But my phone sits on the nightstand like a ticking bomb. I know Mom won't let this go. Sure enough, by noon, the messages start. Text first. Sarah, how could you abandon Emily? Then voicemails, her voice thick with accusation. You're choosing yourself over family. We raised you better. I listened to one before deleting the rest, my hands shaking. Each word is a hook, trying to reel me back into the role I've played forever. The fixer, the giver, the one who never says no. I pace my apartment, the Chicago wind rattling the windows. I think about the years I've spent chasing their approval. Every paycheck I split, every dream I delayed, it was never enough. Now, with my wedding so close, I want to believe I can break free. But guilt is a stubborn thing, whispering that I'm selfish, that Emily's failure will be my fault. I try to focus on work, on the numbers that always make sense, but my mind keeps drifting. Then my phone rings again, and I brace myself, expecting Mom. Instead, it's Aunt Clara, Dad's sister, her voice warm and steady. Sarah, I heard what happened, she says. I just want you to know you're not wrong for wanting your own life. I clutch the phone, tears prickling. Clara's always been kind, the one who sent birthday cards and asked about my dreams. It's hard, I admit. I feel like I'm letting them down. You've carried enough, she says. Let them carry themselves for once. I wake on my wedding day with a quiet calm I haven't felt in weeks. The Chicago skyline sparkles outside my hotel window, and for once, the weight of my family's expectations isn't crushing me. Today is about Michael and me, a promise to build a life where I'm more than a provider. I slip into my dress, simple but elegant, and catch my reflection in the mirror. I look like myself, not the dutiful daughter, but Sarah, ready to start anew. The venue is small, a cozy garden space with fairy lights and soft music. Michael's family is there, warm and welcoming, along with a few close friends and Aunt Clara, who hugs me tightly. You're glowing, she whispers, and I believe her. My parents and Emily aren't here, their absence a dull ache, but not a surprise. I've made peace with it, or at least I'm trying to. As I walk down the aisle, Michael's eyes meet mine, full of love and pride. It's a look that says he sees me, all of me, and it steadies my heart. We exchange vows, and I pour everything into mine. Promises to stand by him, to share my dreams, to let myself be loved. Michael's vows echo back, vowing to support me as I find my way. The words heal something deep inside, a wound from years of feeling unseen. At the reception, we dance and laugh, surrounded by people who celebrate us for who we are. Clara raises a glass, toasting to our future, and I feel a rush of gratitude. This day, this moment is mine. As Michael pulls me close under the stars, I know I've chosen myself, not out of selfishness, but out of a fierce need to live. I'm unpacking boxes in our new apartment in Denver, the Rocky Mountains peeking through the window. Michael and I moved here a week after the wedding, chasing a fresh start away from Chicago's heavy memories. The air feels lighter, and so do I, but the past isn't done with me yet. As I tape up a box labeled kitchen, my phone pings with a message from Mom. "Sarah, you've abandoned us. Emily's studio closed. How could you?" The words sting, sharp and familiar, but I don't spiral like I used to. I set the phone down, breathing through the guilt she's trying to rekindle. Michael notices my quietness that evening. We're on the couch, takeout containers scattered around us. Another message. He asks, his voice gentle. I nod, showing him the text. His jaw tightens. "Sarah, you're not responsible for their choices. You've given enough." I lean into him, his warmth grounding me. "I know," I say, "but it's hard not to feel like I've let them down." He shakes his head. "They let you down. You're allowed to live your life." We spend the weekend exploring Denver, coffee shops, hiking trails, a bookstore that feels like home. Each step feels like a claim on this new chapter. But Mom's message lingers, a test of my resolve. I think about responding, maybe explaining myself, but I stop. Explaining never worked before. It only pulled me back into their cycle of demands. Instead, I delete the message, my fingers steady. I'm sipping coffee in a Denver cafe, the morning sun warming my face, when my phone rings. It's my cousin, Rachel, someone I haven't spoken to in months. Her voice is hesitant, but kind. "Sarah, I heard about everything with your mom and Emily," she says. "I'm sorry they put you through that. You didn't deserve it." Her words catch me off guard, stirring a mix of gratitude and pain. I've been so focused on cutting ties with my parents' demands that I forgot there are others in my family who might see me differently. "Thank you." I manage my throat tight. "It's been hard." Rachel pauses, then adds, "You're brave for choosing yourself. I always admired how you held things together." Brave. The word feels foreign, but it sparks something warm inside me. We talk for a while, reminiscing about summers at Grandma's, and I realize not every family tie has to hurt. After we hang up, I text Aunt Clara, thanking her for being there at the wedding. She replies quickly, inviting Michael and me to dinner next time she's in town. Later, I meet Michael at a park, the Denver skyline glowing in the distance. I tell him about Rachel's call, how it felt like a bridge to a part of my family that doesn't demand my soul. He smiles, squeezing my hand. "You're building something new," he says, "with people who value you." He's right. Clara, Rachel, a few old friends who've reached out. They're my chosen family, not bound by obligation, but by care. I'm sitting on our balcony in Denver, a mug of tea warming my hands as the autumn chill settles in. My phone lights up with a message from Mom, the first in weeks. "Sarah, I miss you. Can we talk?" The words are simple, softer than her usual edge, but they stir a storm inside me. I stare at the screen, the city lights blurring as memories flood back. Years of giving, the slap, the guilt trips. Part of me wants to call, to hear her voice and maybe find some peace. But another part, stronger now, knows better. I show the message to Michael as we cook dinner, the scent of garlic filling our tiny kitchen. "What do you think?" I ask, my voice unsteady. He sets down the spatula, his eyes gentle but firm. "Sarah, you fought so hard to be free. You don't owe her a response if it pulls you back." He's right. I think about the girl I was, always saying yes to keep them happy, and the woman I'm becoming, one who chooses her own path. Mom's message feels like a hook, baited with love, but laced with control. I take a deep breath and type a reply. I'm happy here, Mom. I need to keep moving forward. I hope you understand.